get what I'm saying? It's not a subject that's popular. It's taught popularly because it's diving into the powers that be. So, what is quantum physics? Quantum physics is a branch of physics that deals with things that are very, very small, in which are on the level of the atom and smaller. Okay. Remember when I was telling y'all that the movie Ant-Man is all about the astral planes? The movie Ant-Man is about the spiritual world and the astral world, aka the quantum world. What's Ant-Man ability? Yeah, he can get bigger, but that ain't what he the most powerful at. Where is he the most powerful? When he gets smaller, when he goes into the quantum realms. Because now, what is this world, this material world? What is this? This is matter. Everything around you is matter. We're talking science right now. In molecular biology, we're going to talk about the astral planes. Okay, what is this realm? This is the material plane. But what is it? What is this material plane composed of? Matter. Okay? This material plane is composed of matter. All right? And right here it says, many of the phenomenon that occur at this very tiny level, we're talking quantum realm, astral realm, spiritual realm, are highly non-intuitive and make absolutely no sense, even to the smartest of scientists. Let me read that again, because we gods and goddesses, they are scientists. These human beings wrote this. Let's read it again. We're talking about the astral planes, aka the quantum realms, quantum physics. It says right there, quantum physics is a branch of physics that deals with things that are very, very small and which are on the level of the atom and smaller. Okay? Many of the phenomenon that occur at this very tiny level are highly non-intuitive, meaning you can't see it, hear it, taste it, feel it, meaning the five senses don't apply to this realm. Says right there, much of the phenomenon that occurs on this very tiny level are highly non-intuitive. So your five senses don't apply to this realm. Remember, the five senses only applies to the physical. Now, remember, we have DEA, RNA, deoxyetheric acid, and RNA. All right? They have DNA. So they are not the sun gods. They are not the creators of the cosmos. So they can't figure out the quantum realm. Which is why they tell you next. They say many of the phenomena that occur at this very tiny level are highly non-intuitive. And because they don't understand it, family, they let you know it's beyond their comprehension and make absolutely no sense to the smartest of scientists. It don't make sense to them. It makes a lot of sense to me. That's why I'm finna keep breaking it down. You see what I'm saying? I just want y'all to see what they say about this realm. About you. You come from the quantum realms. And it's not tiny at all. It's actually huge. But it's beyond the periscope of their understanding. Because they lack the metaphysics. Just like they can't figure out how the pyramids was made. But I can tell you how they was made. You can tell me how it was made if you go and tap into your RNA and your DEA inside of you. That's what this is. These are computer codes inside of you that you can access that will allow you to tap into, like, everything about you is technology, family. So when you're talking to astral planes, you're talking about a plane of existence that they still don't understand. And this is quantum physics. Let alone the next step up is metaphysics. Like I keep telling y'all, when I'm sitting here teaching y'all like how I'm breaking this shit down to y'all and I'm finna keep breaking, they can't do that. They telling you right there they can't do it. And I'm telling you why they can't do it. Which will explain to you why you don't know about these astral realms, the astral planes. All right? So what is this material plane? Let's do what they can't do because they don't have the genetics to do it. But I'll do it for you. So let's break down the quantum physics, the quantum realm. Okay, so for us to break this is composed, this world is composed of matter. Okay? The material plane is composed of matter. Okay? Now, what are the 4 different phases of matter? It's really 4. They only listed 3. The 4th is the plasma. All right? But these are the 3 different phases of matter. So this world that you live in, this solid, this world that you see, everything you can touch, taste, hear, this world is composed of matter. 4 levels of matter. Solids, liquids, gases, and plasma energy, nigga. Okay, now, for example, if I told you right now you can walk through that wall, you would say that that's impossible because you don't understand quantum physics. You don't understand nothing about this material realm. You have no clue that what is this realm composed of? Why you saying you can't walk through that wall back there? What is this realm composed of? Can you tell me? If you can't tell me, you need to shut the fuck up and listen. See what I'm saying? This world is composed of solids, liquids, and gases and plasma energy, which is the 4 different states of matter. We are luminous beings. All right? This is just a matter world. Now let's read about this matter. Okay, the first one is a solid. Solids are, and all matter is atoms. Okay? So what is an atom? When I'm talking atoms, now we're talking molecular, on a molecular level. But you are composed of atoms. Your entire physical avatar is composed of atoms. Right now, my body appears solid. This appears solid, but if you was to take a microscope and put it on it, you would see particles vibrating and moving because matter is not solid. Even a solid isn't solid. All right? Everything in matter is composed of atoms. So everything around us that we can touch, see, is composed of atoms. Okay? Now let's read about a solid. What is a solid? A solid is the slowest form of vibrating matter that the human eye that you can see on this material level. All right? We're talking physics here. The slowest form of vibration that you can see on this material level of matter is called, things appear solid. We're back to talking about this wall. The wall appears solid because it's vibrating. It's a cluster of atoms. And they're vibrating so slow that they make it appear solid. That's what a solid is. Now let's read it right there. In a solid, atoms are packed tightly together and move very slowly. They simply vibrate back and forth. All right, I can barely know my face right there. Matter holds its shape and cannot be easily compressed. Solids also have a definite volume. Your pencil is an example of a solid matter. Okay, so once again, even though I can't see that side where my picture at, you heard what you need to hear right there. It's right there in your face. In a solid, atoms are packed tightly together and move very slowly, nigga. So the wall appears solid, but it's not. It's moving. And if you understood the science of matter, you could part those particles and move the wall and phase through the wall. But if you don't know anything about science in your realm, that sounds crazy to you. But no, you sound crazy because you're speaking about shit you have no understanding of. We're talking science, family. The science is right in front of your face. The science, I'm just using something outrageous that you would think is outrageous, like walking through a wall. Because if you think walking through a wall is outrageous, you will never be able to fathom at all the astral planes. Nigga, this light cold lockdown, believing your oppressors. Nothing around you is what you think it is. We talking about solids. This shit looks solid, don't it? But it's not. It's moving. It's moving, family. It is moving. This is a cluster of atoms, and they're vibrating so slow that they appear to be a solid. So the slowest form of vibration that you can see is a solid, but it's not it if you understand the science of it. This is why they don't want you to understand the science of it, because this is quantum physics we're talking right now. Let's go to the next form of matter, liquid. In a liquid, the atoms are spaced farther apart and they move faster. So the atoms in liquids move 1,000 times faster than solids. All right? They are also able to float or slip past each other. They can't do that in solids. You get what I'm saying? This is what makes them a solid. But because of this, liquids do not hold their shape, but take the shape of the container in which they are placed. You know how when you got liquid, water, it don't matter what you put water in, it will take the shape of whatever you put it in. This is why Bruce Lee said, be water. Remember his quote? Be water. Water can flow or can crash. Be water. But he was saying be water because water is a liquid. And the atoms, they flow and they are spaced further apart in these liquids. So, but atoms can't do that in solids. So because atoms are spaced farther apart in liquids, they are able to take up the shape of whatever you put them in. Understand the signs of your realm, family, before you tell me what you can and can't do. See, that's what them white people want you to believe. They hate a smart nigga. They don't like when you tapped into your... They don't like when you tapped into... They don't like when you tapped into your... This is science we talking, fam. It's imperative. Because if you don't understand this, you can't even... Because you lack this understanding of basic science, my nigga. This is basic science, my nigga. We're talking about the different phases of matter right now. And you got grown people, gods at that believe that they can't walk through a wall. You're supposed to be saying, I've never walked through a wall because I've never attuned my frequency to do that. But you should never be saying it's impossible. That means you lack an understanding of basic science, my nigga. That wall is not... There's no such thing as a solid. Shit appears solid, but it's not. You appear solid to the motherfucker. But if I take a thin ass needle, I bet it go right through your skin without making you bleed. You never tried it before as a kid, putting needles through your skin. You don't even bleed. Like you can. Right? So the last phase of matter is gas. The atoms are in gas, they move very quickly and flow easily. So the fastest vibrating matter is gas. Okay? So this is why it's colors that you can't perceive on a material level. This is why it's sounds that you can't hear that exist. Because they are vibrating so fast. In gas, when things vibrate fast, the faster they vibrate, the denser they will be to your eyes, to these two retinas. You will need your third eye to see them. The slower they vibrate, the easier they are for you to see. So matter, solids vibrating so slow that and they so compact and they vibrating so slow. It's a super low vibration that you're able to see it, my nigga. We didn't even have solids before they conquered us. We only was dealing with the gas phase of shit. Now with a gas, they vibrating so fast you can't see it. Air is a gas. You get what I'm saying? Oxygen is a gas. You get what I'm saying? This is why you can't see it. So stop believing that it's shit around you that it don't exist unless you can see it. But you're not aware that the reason you can't see air is because air is an atom. And the atoms, and it's a gas. And the atoms and gases, they move very quickly. They vibrating so fast you can't see it. It's just like a quarter. If I said, listen, if I took a quarter right now and set it right here, you can see it. But if I spin it, it'll start spinning so fast that it gets to a point you can't perceive it. Okay, so that gas phase is what you think when you're talking about the astral planes. You're talking about the gas phase of matter. This is why you can't see fucking spirits and shit. Or this is why they phase in and out like that, because they are in a gas form. They don't have a solid body anymore. That's a material body. Those are atoms. This world around you is consisted of atoms. Why do you think Neo was able to stop them bullets? Because he recognized that he was everything. So he understood matter. And once he understood matter and liquid and gas and atoms, he tapped into his neocortex. And remember, whatever you believe, you shape. So you're able to, this is how you're able to do things that defy the laws of gravity, my nigga. Okay? Those are the different phases of matter. All right? Now, hold on. Let's go to vibration. Now, what is the principle of vibration? Because when people astral project, they soul stay in their body, but they spirit leaves. And their spirit is in the form of a gas. So that basically means that they still got their atoms, they just vibrating faster. So this is why the fucking astral plane look exactly like the material plane. This is why when you looking at your body, it looks just like the physical realm. Remember I showed y'all that chart when I talked about DEA and the etheric body was right next to your real body? Far as in your electromagnetic field around you, aka aura. All right? So let's talk about the principle of vibration. Why you got people thinking that you can't pick this up, but you can pick this up with your mind because of the principle of vibration if you knew about the quantum realm. It's called quantum physics, and they don't know shit about it. Let's not forget what they say. Many of the phenomena, they call it phenomenon, my nigga. Many of the phenomena that occur at this very tiny level are highly non-intuitive and make absolutely no sense even to the smartest of scientists. Who are the scientists? The human beings. Ain't none of y'all considered scientists. So this shit blows their mind. But I'm able to break this shit down to y'all because I'm a motherfucking God. And this shit is inside my DEA. And it's inside your DEA. Just like I can talk to y'all about the pyramids and the 33rd parallels and the Akashic records and the heartbeat of the planet and what it vibrates at. All this shit I'm telling y'all is solid, my nigga. That's why so many of y'all stay coming back to me, tagging me and shit like you was right. Because I be wanting y'all to respect me, my intellect from what it is. I'm a God. I'm telling y'all we gods, man. I'm breaking this shit down to you right now. They telling y'all right now they can't understand this shit and I'm telling it to you. They don't have the metaphysics to understand this shit. They lack the technology within them to understand this shit. You feel me? Now let's talk about the principle of vibration a little bit. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. This principle embodies the truths that nothing rests. Everything is in constant motion. Everything vibrates. It explains that matter, energy, and even spirit are simply varying rates of vibration. We just went through the 4 phases of matter: solids, liquids, gases, and plasma energy. Because they didn't name that one. That's one of them too. Okay? So nothing rests. Everything vibrates. This is why when you buy a car, you can sit that shit outside. You ain't got to move it. Give it. Over time, that shit going to rust. Over time, it's going to start breaking down. Soon as you buy a lighter, over time, the moment something is created, it starts to lose its formation because everything is always in a constant state of motion. You know what I'm saying? You walking around thinking shit is still. Nothing is still. So when you talk about the astral planes, there is no time and space. Time and space is a construct that was created for this material realm. So it makes you vibrate even slower. But in the astral planes and the quantum realms, there is no time and space. Everything vibrates faster. Why do you think the lowest form of vibration is a solid? This is a solid. And the highest form of vibrating matter is gas. Spirit. What's gas? The gas body's spirit. Ethereal. Etheric. These are just titles, man, that they be using to spell cast over you. To keep you away from who you are. Okay, let's talk more about vibration. So we learned about the 4 different phases of matter in this material realm that we live in. So now you know that you can pick up shit with your mind. If you're listening to what I'm telling you, you can phase through walls with your mind. Because you're just energy, electricity. You're the form strongest beacon of it. This is why I say you've been under light code lockdown. All this helps intensify copper crystals, intensify your electricity, your magnetism. You see, the deeper we go, the more you're going to realize the realm you in. Even in the science of the realm, matter, it vibrates because everything is electricity. And everything came from you. You are the electrical source of everything. Reflection. Oh, yeah, we're going to get deep in this little hour they give us on IG. Does matter vibrate? Let's read. Even objects that appear to be stationary are in fact vibrating. They at least admit that much to you. Oscillating, resonating at various frequencies. Keep your vibrations high. People be saying they don't even know what the fuck they saying. What's the vibes? You just saying it because it's trending. You don't even know what a vibe is. Vibe comes from vibration. Now, can you break down vibration, reflection? You should be able to because you are everything. But if you can't, you need to understand what a vibe is. You need to understand why you can walk and feel, why you can feel somebody's vibe, because you are electricity and magnet. You are an electrical magnet of supreme consciousness. You can feel the electricity and magnetism of other beings around you because they are magnets as well, if they have carbon in their skin. This is why blood bending is actually possible. You can control somebody's blood with your mind because you can control somebody's blood. Blood is a form of water. Water is controlled by sound frequency. Everything is frequency. Everything resonates. Look, resonance is a type of motion characterized by oscillation between two states. Okay? So oscillation is like a form of vibrating between two states. And ultimately, all matter is just vibrations of various underlying fields. As such, at every scale, all of nature vibrates. So everything vibrates around you. So when you're talking about this material realm, you're talking about a realm of vibration. All right. Now, what is the slowest vibrating form? We know that that sound is a form of vibration produced by vibrating matter. Where there is no matter, there is no sound. Did you know that? Of the three phases of matter, gas, liquid, and solids, sound waves travel the slowest through gases, through liquids, and the fastest through solids. So when it comes to sound travels quicker through solids than they do through gases. This is why music is so impactful at traveling through your penetrating your physical body and attacking your ethereal and astral bodies and cosmic bodies and all these 7 layers to your avatar. Because sound phases through solids quicker than it does through gases. All right, and this is just like basic magic too, in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what the elites is using against you every day. Everyday objects touched are ultimately composed of atoms, which are made of interacting subatomic particles. So everything is just a bunch of particles connected, interacting. This is why when you're talking about the astral level in the astral planes, right? In astral travel, you're talking about frequency. You're talking about places of existence that completely defy the laws of physics. But what is a law of physics? A law of physics is dealing with the material realm. For you to ever fully realize your true powers, you have to go outside of the physical realm. You are much, much more than the physical. So astral projection is real. When people astral travel, they go into astral planes and they go to different realities and dimensions. And there's no time and space. Then you got the etheric level, the cosmic level. You got all these planets, all these galaxies. The dimensions are within you. The dimensions are mindsets within you. The higher you go, you raise. The higher you go, when you get to higher dimensions, because the planet itself can actually rise to higher dimensions too, because she is alive. Everything is alive. The planet is actually alive. So just like you can rise to higher dimensions, the planet can raise to higher dimensions. And we used to be one with the planet. We was on the same frequency as the planet. They came in and threw that out of balance. Okay? So like, for example, like when you go into the astral planes, it's going to look just like this realm. Like I told people about stories where I've been attacked in the astral planes by the dark elves from Nern. You get what I'm saying? Everything that truly exists is in the astrals and the etheric material plane. Like, you talking about astral states of existence, a quantum level. Your whole reality around you is shit with particles. You think everything is real, but this shit is particles that you can control with your mind. That's why it's called mind over matter. And what are the 4 phases of matter? Liquid, solid, gas, plasma. So this whole world around you is composed of matter that you see. Matter. Somebody said, can you speak on sleep paralysis? That's astral travel. When people go through sleep paralysis, they're coming back from the astral planes. And they have yet to fully enter back into, their spirit has yet to fully enter back into this avatar, which is the material plane, which is at the bottom. The astral plane is higher than the material plane. So now they stuck in between both. They still are aware of the astral plane they just came from, yet they are re-entering this material plane. They are descending back down to the material plane. This the lowest realm of existence. And as they descend, when they come into their body, they get stuck. They get stuck. The spirit has yet to fully seep all the way back into the avatar. And then sometimes, you know, you be fighting in the astral planes. You have family that walk with you all the way back to your material body. And them be the beings you see. Intelligent, highly sophisticated, advanced beings that you be chilling with in the astral planes. But you don't remember once you come back here. That's what sleep paralysis be. You see them beings. Some people be stuck. Ain't no witch riding you. No witch riding you. You just came from the astral planes with beings that's beyond the comprehension of this realm that you can't put a word on. But you know them in the astral planes, though. All right. But yeah, we got 30 seconds left. I don't want them to delete the video. So with that being said, I leave as I come. I love y'all reflection. I'll see y'all tomorrow.